Here we go, here we go, here we go now. One, there's nothing wrong with me, but I'm sure there is actually. But out and about again, wandering around, video log, here we go. Vlogging, I love that term, vlogging. I don't even know where that came from, but obviously the shortened version of video log. Out again, wandering around, got the dog with me. Her being just absolutely amazing as always. She's such a good girl. She's my good girl. BB, you my good girl. You my good girl. Yes, you are. You're my good girl. Yes, you're my good girl. She's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Don't see very many dogs around here off the lead because they're all absolutely crazy. And mine is, my girl's a good girl. It's a shame the husky's not that good, but she's brilliant. So we're out and about today. Last video log I was talking about things that I missed from Scotland. So I was asked the other day about a couple of my hobbies, and obviously for you guys that have been on my stream, some of you have seen some of the stuff that I do. Obviously gaming is one of my biggest hobbies, because yes, gaming is a real-time job and everyone knows that. I've got a fucking massive tractor coming towards me. That's gonna kill my sound, motherfucker. Just as I start filming, what a dick, what inconsiderate motherfucker he is. Yeah, look at this behind me. It's driving through a fucking village at like 40 kilometers an hour, 50 kilometers an hour. What a mental case. That's it. See, get hit by that, you die. Anyway, so most of you guys know that I've got, like, gaming is one of my biggest hobbies. Obviously a massive Star Trek Online fan and player. Loving Star Trek Online. I've been really enjoying it this year. I've been enjoying the content and some of the stuff that's been brought out. When coronavirus hit, I loved the fact that the devs put in things like double marks weekends and double mark weeks and double XP for, I think we had a double XP part for like 3 weeks or something like that. It was absolutely amazing. It was brilliant. Those power leveling characters, I was like, oosh. So I love in Star Trek Online. I love it. To be honest, I end up not playing very many other games because I just have no time to ever do it. And when I'm not playing Star Trek Online, I'm usually just sitting doing nothing. I'm watching Netflix or something. Now, talking about hobbies, most people that obviously watch my streams and stuff and maybe don't know me as well, don't know that I'm massive football or soccer, depending on which part of the region of the world you're from. I'm a massive football fan, a massive soccer fan. I spent 5 years in the US coaching soccer or football, because it's foot and a ball. Football, easy to explain. Football. And I spent a few years there coaching the game, coaching soccer. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed my time across there. It was great fun. I keep changing my hands because, baby, what are you doing? I forgot to get a stick and I haven't got one of those gimbals yet to balance my thing. So massive football fan. I support a Scottish football team called Rangers, who are awful. They're actually not too bad, but they've been through difficult times. Scottish football is dreadful. Nobody likes Scottish football. And when I came here to Slovakia, I wanted to try and play football for the local team. I'm 36 years old this year, and when I went to train with the team, none of them spoke English, so I needed a translator the whole time, and then I had to learn like really basic things to shout at them. Basically like, give me the ball, I'm amazing. Which I'm not as good as I used to be. But at 35 at the time, I was 35 at the time, I was actually one of the youngest players in the village team. And you're going up against teams of like 18, 19-year-old fit young lads. And of course, I'm not chasing 18, 19-year-old fit lads around the pitch. That's just not a hobby I fancy doing any day. So it was always really difficult, and of course I'm not used to playing in this sort of heat as well. Like today, it's coming up to midday, it's about 30 degrees, if not a wee bit warmer, feeling in the sun. Last night we had some really bad weather, we had some really terrible weather. I was sitting talking to the Q Continuum, Stu, Stargate and a few others, and I had an electrical storm coming up over us, so I had to disconnect, switch everything off because we lost power during the night. So yeah, so hobbies. So massive football fan, love football. I'm also a vivid model collector. Been collecting Warhammer 40,000 models my entire life. Since I can remember, since I could probably pick up a paintbrush, I've been painting models. Massive fan. They've got new stuff coming out this year. Me and Stargate have been talking about it quite a bit. All the new Primus Marines and all the new rules and the codex and everything coming out this year, which is going to be quite interesting. So massive fan on the painting side, which you really get a lot to do. The other thing, obviously, big hobby wise, is I really like fitness training and I really like exercise, which has been really difficult during the corona situation because everything closed down, so it's not been easy to get out to the gym and exercise. So that was kind of my hobbies for the day. I'm still getting used to this walking around while you're talking to a camera. People look at you like you're absolutely insane because obviously I'm speaking English and not very many people in the village that I live in speak English at all. They don't know any English except for like hello and goodbye, and they always say hello because in Slovak here you can say ahoy or dobry den as a greeting or as like a goodbye. So people just tend to say hello to you, and then they say hello to you when you're leaving. Hello, and you're like, no, it's goodbye, cheers. So I'm hoping to get back into football this year. I've got a bit of gammy ankles, I've got bad ankles, but I'm looking to try and get like a slightly older group. I don't really want to play for the local team. If I find nothing else, I might actually go back to the local team to see if they're still running, because I don't even know if they're running. There's another tractor, man, it's tractor heaven today. So I don't even know if they're still operating and stuff like that. But I've always said that when I live here in the village that I live in, it's like being in a holiday resort. It has that sort of feel to it. You know, you've got a lovely fountain in the middle of it. You got one little shop. It's really warm. Lovely paths to walk along. It's got a very holiday theme. There's another tractor over there. I don't know if you can see that from the, off it goes across that way. Another tractor, off it goes, which is brilliant. So this is my next video log. This was kind of like about hobbies and things. I can't really think of anything else that I really do that's hobby wise. I don't really like gardening. Lucy loves gardening. I hate gardening. And obviously football is my big hobby. I don't get to play very much of it, but I really want to. And gaming is the rest of it. Star Trek Online. I need to get into some other games. I've got a couple other games that I've been looking at that I want to start streaming as well. I'll be live today, hopefully. Which is really confusing to say because I say it's live today and it takes me like a week and a half to organise these videos to actually load them up onto YouTube. So I'm going to say I'm live today. It actually means I was live like maybe 2 weeks ago. So I hope you all have a good day as always. It's a beautiful day here. I'm looking forward to chilling out for a wee bit, and I'll be live when I'm live. You know the story. If you're not following me, please follow me on Twitter. Please follow me on Twitch and catch up with me soon. And I hope that things keep going well for everyone. Good luck. Stay safe. See you later. Right guys. Like I said, I got to the shop because I buy my wee can of Pepsi. No, I don't endorse Pepsi. It's bad for you, but I love it. It's fucking great. I love the taste of it. Anyway, so on the travels, talking about hobbies and things. One of the hobbies I've got is music. I love singing. I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm a good singer, sometimes I think I can sing things very, very badly. I've been very frustrated over this licensing thing with Twitch at the moment. Not being able to play licensed music. And only going for royalty-free music, which I think is very poor. I found a reasonably decent channel to listen to, but I'm not really enjoying it overly much because a lot of it is dance music, and I don't listen to a lot of dance music because it's shit, basically. There's no ins and outs around it. Dance music is shite. And it's frustrated me a little bit. I had one of my friends who is probably going to watch this video at some point and tell me that I'm a dick. He sent me the music that I used to play in the band. I used to play bass guitar in a band back in my youth, you know, when I wasn't as young and ugly as I am now. Well, I'm actually gorgeous, but that's a different story. But we used to play in a band together. He used to play the drums, and he used to play bass guitar, and he was actually better at bass guitar than what I was at bass guitar, and I was the bass guitarist. So that just shows how much I sucked, because he's a dick. But I love you though. Airstrip 1. Welcome to the channel. Anyway, so music has been a big thing for me. Do you know, I would actually forget to stream most days if I just put music on. Just a minute. Phoebe, what are you doing? Come on. Just standing randomly looking at something. And I would actually quite happily just do karaoke like all day. See if I could just do karaoke all day and get paid for it. I would totally do karaoke all day and get paid for it. Twitch Sings was something that I was actually wanting to get into, especially with Q Continuum was doing it, because he's actually got a good voice. I like it. I like Q's voice. He's got quite a nice voice when he's singing. He's got a really nice deep voice, and I like it. And we were talking about it, and it's always one of these things that it's like, we're like, yeah, we'll do that, and see, like, trying to actually arrange it, we never get it done, we never get it arranged. It's always funny. I did install Twitch Sings and I had a quick look at it, but I haven't really done anything with it. Man, the amount of traffic here today. You live in this village where like nobody lives, and you don't see anybody for like any time. Like you can spend like a week not seeing a single person, especially when coronavirus started. Like, everybody was in their houses just like big plague signs on their doors. Baby, get over here. And then you're like, things start to lift again. You go out and you decide you're going to do some filming, and you're like, I'm going to do some filming today, and talk to my wee audience, my little supporters and subscribers. And you're like, every car passes you, you know, and you end up passing a whole lot of people. And I find it really difficult to talk to the camera while walking past people, because I'm just not used to it. I see people doing it on like YouTube videos where they're like walking in towns and things like that, hundreds of people around them, and they're just sitting chatting away. And of course I'm like, how do you do that? You know, how do you do that and not feel like you're a nutter? Which is great. So yeah, being in bands, I actually miss being in bands. I'd love to be a singer in a band. If I'm good enough to do it, I would love to do it, but I don't speak Slovak, so I doubt I can do it here unless I'm doing covers. But no, my mate sent me the recordings of some of the stuff that we used to play, and it's actually quite shocking. You know, I listen back to it and I think, damn, we were actually pretty good. You know, I was like, we were pretty good. I'm gonna probably link up the songs at some point, separate them all up and put some of the songs on the YouTube for people to listen to, because some of the songs were actually really, really good. I don't really have touch with the guy that was singing and playing guitar. I'm not really in touch with him anymore. I've kind of like completely lost touch with him. Look, there's another car today. It's like, come on. So I kind of really lost touch with him. But the drummer, he's a really good guy, and we've stayed in touch most of our life. Do you know what I really like about Scottish people? Maybe it's just me, or maybe it's just people in general, but I always find that you know your true mates, you know you have really true friends, is when you don't speak to each other for, you know, like a year or something. Like, you don't see each other, you don't speak to each other for a year, and when you get together, it's like you've never been apart. It's like you know, it's almost like you'd say that you'd seen each other the day before, and you just chat away and you're like, hey man, how you doing? And that's when you know that you've got a really good friend. And Gav is his name. He goes about in my channel as Airstrip 1, which is a long story. If you've ever read the book 1984, then you'll understand that reference. But he's a really good guy, I love him. He's a great guy. Come on, baby. And I look forward to hopefully seeing him. He's talking about coming and visit me next year, which will be amazing. Catch up with him, play some music and stuff. But there's other guys. I was obviously listening to Yoski. Yoski plays the drums and things, and I'm gonna have to try and see if, because him and Sphinx plays guitar. So I think what we might do is the next project's going to be a Twitch band. The band of Twitch, the Twitch band, where we try and basically get like everybody that does something together. Like me and Q can do the singing. We'll find a bass guitarist or a guitarist. I can't remember if Sphinx plays bass. I think he does. I think he plays bass guitar. I'll need to go back through my conversation with him on Discord to see what he actually said. And if he plays bass guitar, we'll find a guitarist. We've got Yoski can play the drums, you know, and we'll start a band and play live on Twitch. We'll start writing music and play live on Twitch, our own music across like maybe 4 or 5 different channels. That'd be cool as fuck. that'd be something new. I don't think anybody would have done anything like that before. I think that'd be pretty fucking cool actually. Anyway, so I'm just about back to the house. I've got some dishes to do. Always got dishes to do. A little bit of tidying up, and then I'm going to get my stream started and I'll be live. I'm going to do a bit of painting today, because I've got these models and I've been starting to put all the base colours in them, and I'm going to start doing a little bit of painting today, and then I'll be chilling out for the rest of the afternoon, which is going to be awesome. So I'm looking forward to it. As always guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next segment of either my vlogs or live on Twitch or whatever. Pop up, say hi, like the video, share it, tell people that I'm a dick. I don't care. Call me a Snickers bar if you have to. But I hope you all have a good day, man. I'll see you later.